Now see, the beauty of these next few pieces, I don't have to put any paper on outside before I bring it in here. I could just bring the raw piece of plywood in here and get it in there. Okay, I could do that, and then I could put paper on it later. In fact, I don't have to put any paper from here over, across, and over to there. You follow me? That's on the inside of where my deck's going to be. So I don't have to have it underneath the deck, because that paper in reality stops right at that metal line. You know, the bottom of the stucco. That's where the paper really stops, with that plywood going from there up. You see what I mean? But I'm probably going to do it just for kicks. Put the paper on there anyways, because I can, and because I'm right in the middle of it. If anything, hey, maybe it'll help, maybe it won't. Who knows? There she be. I folded that over before flopping this over, and I just left this long because it was a 3-foot piece and I didn't want to waste any of it. It comes over, but this overlap isn't very far. You should have plenty good overlap in case you ever get water somewhere you don't want it to travel beyond, and chances are it won't, but I'm going to go ahead and put another piece of paper from there to there, and I'll probably put that on the back of the plywood, and then just shove it up there, screw it in, you know. Okay, wow, this is coming along. Okay, so now I've got to do the same thing that I just did on this side over here. So I've got to take some measurements, and I'll use this as my straight edge in case for my plumb, in case the measurement is off at the bottom. If the bottom is different than the top, let's say, I'll measure from this edge, knowing that this is straight because I already put the level on there, and then I can measure from the straight edge of the plywood on over that way. I've also got a notch in there. It's going to fit in the same way, and it looks like I can push it in quite a ways, but I'm probably gonna notch it a little bit and then let it fit in here a little bit, but not all the way, because I don't know if my plywood will go all the way in there or not, because of the staples and stuff on the back side of the stucco. Okay, so I'll notch it and I'll bring that in and I'll put it in the same way I did this one. And see, I left the paper coming beyond this edge, and when the 2x6 comes down here, boom, 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 then I'll reach on the other side and screw the plywood into the 2x6, and then I can staple this to the 2x6, and then even maybe wrap the edge of it or something, and have that on the inside of the, you know, the inside of the wall. Then after I get the last 2x6 in here, I can put some more paper from here over to here and just bridge this all the way across. Okay. All right. So far, so good. Now, how do I remember all of those measurements and one size plumb, one size not plumb? I've got the notch down there and everything. Well, you just draw a picture and see, this is going to be my next piece. Right there, it's going to fit right in there. There's a notch down there, straight up there, 61 inches tall, 17 3/4 wide, 13 inches for the notch, 59 5/8 from the top down for that notch, and then I notch that out. Boom. And I just take that out of my scrap bits of rosin paper, my craft paper, and I draw a little diagram. That's all you got to do. Ooh. Well, I stopped. You see here, I got that piece in there. I stopped production on this because I wanted to make sure I had enough wood to finish this column over here. I'm getting kind of skimpy on my stuff. I thought I was going to have about a half sheet left, but not the case. And so I've got some little strips and some different things. I'm going to piecemeal that in there, and that's okay because there was already wood back there, and I just wanted to continue this because it's helping hold the rest of the stuff, and I got to get it down in there. I've got plywood back here now. This is how this is going to look. Paper, paper, paper. I still have to put paper back there too, remember? And then I'll screw some strips on there before I get ready to put my 2x6s up. Man. And then the question was, okay, do I finish the outside of this first so that the last 2x6 that's in here, I can reach over here and screw it in through the wood? And I don't think I'm going to do that because then I'm going to put screw holes through there, and I've got a 2x6 that I'm going to put here and the 2x6 over there, one there, and I think I'm going to put one on top of this too just to beef this up. And once I get the bolts in, the 2 bolts, you know, there and up there, that's going to hold that 2x6 tight. And then at the bottom I can just screw through here, you know what I mean? And then I can get into the bottom too, and I'll be fine. When I put that piece here, I wanted to get it nice and tight. I could screw flat right in through here and hit the 2x6 on the back side. And I can do the same thing over here. See, once I take this brace out for the stair, before I do that, I'm going to cut a 2x6 and fit up in here, up underneath there, put it in there, and get it all taken care of. Okay. So I got a little bit of work left to do. It's been slow going. Everything is not level. This wasn't level up there, so I cut it, and I had to cut it twice, and that was off at an angle. This thing wasn't straight. This 2x6 was just flopping in the breeze, so I reached around and put a 2x6 block in there, pre-drilled it, and then put my liquid nails on it, you know, 2 little round circles, and mounted that, screwed that in. This 2x6 here was flopping in the breeze, so I had to reach down there, pre-drill 2 holes into that, and use long screws to get into this bottom plate. And hey, it's starting to look like something. It's been slow going because every time I turn around I've got to reposition my ladder over there and stuff to get something from on the other side, cut it, bring it back over here, up and down, move the ladder around and all that good stuff. But hey, I'm getting there. Well, I'm calling it a day. I got all that down in there. Look at that. Pretty good, huh? And I got this column done here. And the only piece I have left here is this one strip from here down. I can't put that on just yet. I've got to put all the 2x6s and fish all those up in there. Oh, that's gonna be tough. And that will be tomorrow's project. Well, here's my piece. I'm going to cut 19 inches off of there and almost all the way down, and that's going to be for that piece that I got left. And then I'll have like an 11-inch strip, 6 foot long left. I've got that piece left, one little dinky piece there. Here's another little piece. I think I did pretty good on the waist. And you know what? If you're not careful about it and you just start cutting willy-nilly and you don't think about how you're going to get all the pieces out of 4x8 sheets, you're going to be in a world of hurt. You may have to go back to the store and get another 4x8 sheet to finish your project, unless you want to piecemeal something all together, and that's really not the best way to do things. So, word to the wise, when you make material lists, you come back, you know, check things out before you make your first cut. Well, that's all I have for this time. But I'll be back with more videos.